Hey, welcome everybody to the live composing show, secret edition. In fact, it is so secret that apparently I was in the wrong room. I streamed to the wrong page. It had a whole speech and everything, but here we are. This is the correct page. Oh man, that just that's on brand with my week. My whole week keeps changing every time I make plans. Life says otherwise, and I keep having to change things. So the latest is I'm working on a game called Aethermancer. You might know of it. It's a really big monster tamer / roguelike, kind of like Pokemon meets Hades. Super fun. It's currently in early access. And I'm the crazy guy who it wasn't good enough to just write the music and get it mixed and everything and put it into the game. The more I've been playing the game, the more I've been like wanting to replace the solo instruments in the soundtrack with live. And so I actually spent the last 2 months recording live soloists and getting them into the mix and then programming those tracks with Wise, which is middleware, into the Unity game engine that we're using. And everything's updated and working, and it's lovely. However, I had another crazy idea to go one extra mile, and that is to record Nyckelharpa. Now, if you're not familiar with Nyckelharpa, it's basically a medieval violin, but it's held sideways. It's kind of like a hurdy-gurdy, and you play the bow sideways. And so, just yesterday, like just last night, I hired a guy named Eric Ridval, who is most known. Here's a little picture right there. So there's the insanity of this instrument. It's basically a violin you hold sideways and you play clicky-clack keys. Anyway, this guy, he's like a world-renowned Nyckelharpa player. And there's like 3 people in the world that play this instrument because it's so rare and hard to play. But he's known for Lord of the Rings, Loki, Obi-Wan, Vikings, The Witcher, God of War, like Assassin's Creed. It's crazy. He's like on all the things that are medieval Nordic TV shows and movies and video games. So I had to work with him after I heard him play. And so got him hired, just got all the stuff in like minutes ago. And I was loading it into my session and I'm like, dang it, this is so cool and so interesting. I have to live stream. Even though I'm on a tight deadline right now, I got to get this music mixed and got to get it into the game today, maybe tomorrow. I absolutely should not be live streaming, but I just thought that, you know what? This might be interesting to one person, and if that's good. And no, I'm not going to get fired for this, but because I'm not going to share anything about the game that I shouldn't. But there is a new track in here that has not even been run by the team yet, so we'll see. But I went ahead and recorded it because I'm crazy. And this is, I care so deeply. I hope you know that. And I hope that you care deeply about the soundtracks you work on. It's how it goes. So I'm gonna be working here. So I had Eric record on 5 different tracks, actually 6, and I'm just gonna try to mix them right now. And I was having a lot of fun with it right before I turn on the camera. So I'm just gonna let you in on the process. And if you have thoughts and questions, leave them. I'll try to get to them. But dang, I'm in a rush. So we're just gonna get it done. So this is my new Windows session, and what I'm doing is I'm actually replacing all of the violin that I recorded, because violin is just accessible. Everyone plays violin. It's easy to find someone to record them. It's kind of cheap to do that, and so like this is cool, right? I like it, and it helped. It was so much cooler than my MIDI. Right? This is what's currently in the soundtrack. And it's cool, it's like crunchy, and it's like really close to what I wanted. But what I actually wrote for the track was Nyckelharpa. I've never written for this instrument before. But after all my time working on Dark Dice, I was introduced to the hurdy-gurdy, and I wrote so much virtuosic music for the hurdy-gurdy, and once we found a couple players to knock out all the music, it's just so cool and interesting. But Nyckelharpa is like this gritty, it's like a hurdy-gurdy meets Baroque violin meets the cello, or the viola da gamba. It's like this perfect, I think it's from like the 1400s, if I'm not mistaken. It's this ancient instrument that just has such history, and the resonance chamber of the instrument, the body of the instrument is so large that it already has this natural reverb baked in. So as soon as I got these recordings back, I'm like, dude, violin's out. I love violin, but it's just out. Sorry, Nikos. Maybe we'll find a place to have some violin in the soundtrack because I have all the recordings. But for right now, man, it just already sounds so cool. So here's the actual Nyckelharpa that I've been working on for the last few minutes. Yeah, this is the first track. So here's what this sounds like. Here's the violin part. It's cool, but yeah, it is mainstream. Here's the Nyckelharpa. So cool. And what I have, it's a super squeaky instrument. What I have here is to tame it down. I have an EQ where I'm trying to get rid of all that low mud that's in the bottom. So here it is without it, by the way. Just kind of, I got to get working, but I want to show you. Here's the raw recording with no reverb. Which sounds cool. Definitely needs reverb. Right? But then EQ is going to help so much because it takes all that mud off. A little bit of the mids out and then boost the highs. Now it fits. And then I also put a compressor on there. Actually just grabbed this for Black Friday. It was for free, which is insane. $300 compressor. I've never used this before, but it's actually exactly what I need for this. Has like that tape feel. Here's it without it. So it's basically like a compressor / limiter because it boosts. I can boost the output to -6, which is what I want. And keep it from getting squished. So it fits really, really good. Hey, what's up, Jordan? But yeah, thanks for coming in on last minute, guys. I was not planning on streaming today. I actually sent out an email this morning. Hey guys, I'm not going to be live streaming today. And then my whole schedule. I was not expecting to get those recordings back now. So that actually helps tremendously. Anyway, like, man, this guy just recorded. Eric, you're a legend, man. He just recorded this like so fast. And I got my live flute in there, live clarinet. Up. Like, this is going into the game today. I have to get this finished. Frostly wants to know, have I found Windows 11 stable for audio work? Absolutely, yes, 100%. I mean, I'm a fan of both Mac and PC. You can't go wrong either way. You just got to know what the limitations are. Mac, things tend to work always, but they're not really customizable or tweakable. PC, there's lots of errors you can come across, but once you find a setup that you really like, it's infinitely customizable, which I like. These do not line up because, you know, it used to be lined up to the violin. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, no wonder I'm looking at the wrong one. I need to be looking at this. So really all you have to do. No, no. Hey, thanks, Marty. is one of the boss battles. And I love it because the character, the boss we're trying to represent is like this ancient creature, and it feels appropriate that the Nyckelharpa is this thing. It represents the ancient magical creature. Can't really hear that. Have to be really careful to. I need to kill all of these tails because they're so reverberant from the actual instrument that I don't want it to hang. Here's a little crossfade. And my musician, Eric, kindly, I asked for multiple takes, and he gave me lots of different takes, some that are straight, some that are like short instead of long, and then a third pass, which was all embellishments. He added ornamentation. Ah, chef's kiss, which is my favorite. I love when musicians do that. So, yeah, he totally killed it. That wasn't in the script. That little trill. I love it. It's so interesting, and it keeps the repetition. Like, we hear this little melody, 4 times, so it's so cool that he changed it just one time. Let's turn this up a little bit. Here's the problem I'm having. The high notes are loud and the low notes are soft, right? That's just the instrument, but it doesn't cut through the mix, so I have to do a little editing here. A little every other bar kind of stuff. So good news is I can just chop every single bar. This is a nice little technique for those of you who use Cubase. Jordan, looking at you. Chris, looking at you. I think Chris now uses it. So I chopped every single bar because every other bar is going to be loud. So what I'm going to do is take my little crossfade. I'm sure there's a bulk way of doing this, but I'm just going to do the manual way like this. I'm just going to do a tiny little crossfade, pushing the letter X on my keyboard between every single one. Again, I'm sure that there's a way that I could just bulk select it. That is definitely an option, but I don't know what that key command is, and right now I don't care. I bet half the things I do, there's a bulk function for. I just haven't learned it or looked it up. If I had like 100 of these, yeah, I'd probably look into it, but it's only like 16. Okay, that's done. And then, actually this last one just needs to be a fade out like that. Now, why did I do that? Because now I'm going to select every other. Let's make sure we're doing the correct selection. Okay, so soft, loud, soft, loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select every other one like this. And bump them all by 2 dB. And then it should work. Now they're all even. But now they're all too loud. So I'm going to take everything and then drop. It was at 2, so I'm going to hit 1. And it drops everything collectively by 1. Oops, let me go back to the ending. Oh, not that ending. There. Merry Christmas, red and green. That one's ready. So since we're here together, I don't have any time to like, tell you what, I'm going to make a note right now, and I'm not going to do it on camera. I have my sticky notes. Are you guys sticky note people? I do sticky notes because it just reminds me of stuff. Because I don't want to waste your time on camera. I'm going to say off camera. I'm going to say export, obviously. Export all tracks. And I have to do first time, second time tracks. Because when I put these into Ys, I have a big to-do list today. I'll put it right there. Anyway, inside Ys, I have to make sure that I'm doing two different tracks. One that starts at the intro and then one that starts right there. And then when I do this, this is actually going to be version 8. I'm going to say live Nyckelharpa when I get to it. Okay. Because the actual track starts down here. Done. I'll do a final mix check without headphones later. I'm rushing but not rushing. Like, you can't rush some things. Alright, so here's the next one. I haven't picked which take I like. I think I'm gonna do take 2. Oh, it's so good and crunchy and delicious. Hemiola, baby. Too quiet. Let's make this +2. This flute player played this live and it blew my flippin' mind. He had to do 2 takes to breathe, but good night. It's actually real. Can't believe that's even humanly possible. It's just, sometimes I write stuff and I don't even think about if it's humanly possible. And then I just ask them to do it, and these superhumans actually do it. Alright, I don't like this take of this section. I'm going to go to number 3. If a musician ever gives you multiple takes, go to the last one first, because it's usually the best one, because that's why they stopped there. Just a general rule of thumb. Or it's the one that they got a little funky and tried new things, which is usually the best one. Here we go. Oh, why did I put that there? Crap. I just made a mistake. I'm not paying attention. Okay, I put that in the wrong. Let me get Flute back to where he lives. My tracks are out of order. Okay, let's bump this back. I'm trying to make lots of quick decisions. Let's go number 3. That's why I keep the label of the original WAV file before I like convert them all, because I need to know what take each track was. Definitely sounds different. Where was I? Let me set my markers. These instruments are so loud. It's too quiet there. I'm gonna have to do some artificial, like, boosting. Not my favorite. We're close. I might just make all of this way louder. Let's make that. +3. Make this +2. Do a crossfade between all of them so that it feels natural. Even volume change, you should do crossfades because it'll help make it more seamless. Let's get this in time. It's too short, so we're going to do a time stretch ever so slight to make it longer. Here's the tricky part. There's too many wave files right there. There we go. To actually do it right. So I'm going to just cut off what I don't need. Do a little fade in. Do a little time stretch. There it is. Okay, and then I don't like how short this is. So now I'm going to do a separate note for that guy. Like this. I want this note to be longer, like way longer. Ya-da-da. No staccato. So we're going to do like double the length and then crossfade, crossfade. We'll see if that does it. That's it. Now just stretch this way. It's so close. Yeah. That's way more interesting now. Cellos and basses are doing the hemio and dunko, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and, but the whole thing's in 6/4. 1 and 2 and 3. So it's 3 versus 6 or 2 versus 3. I don't know why I'm so drawn to that for boss battles, but I do it a lot, like subconsciously. Yeah, back to the point from Frostly. I work in game audio. Like, I have to be able to open up the game engines, so Mac is not even an option. So I don't even consider that as a tool. But I do know game audio people who will use Mac to write the music, and then they have a PC sitting right beside it, and then they just, you know, use their network and transfer the files. Which that's another way of doing it. That's fine. All right, where are my notes? Na, na. also just a brilliantly difficult virtuosic flute passage. Like, that's real. Let's just admire this for a second. It's like it's an octave jump every time. You just play like it was nothing. Not put delay on it, but still. Jeez. I'm working with monsters here. Just always amazes me. He either slipped or that was an accidental that he added. So let me listen to number 2. I wonder if this is an octave. Let me see what number 4 is. Let me just solo it. Ooh! I didn't even know he could play that high. Dang! That's so cool. Ooh! Come on, Eric. Let's go. That was a surprise. I want to use it. It's so cool. It's just so high. That's it. Nyckelharpa is my new favorite instrument. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's so cool by itself, but it's just unusable. I'm sorry. Really cool find. Was not expecting that. Yeah, just maybe don't write for Nyckelharpa because it's super expensive. That's what I've noticed with people who play these ancient medieval instruments. They charge really, really high because they should. Because they're like one of 3 people in the world that play these things. Every time I work with medieval instruments specifically, it's like the instrument itself is like $8,000. So they're like, I got to recoup my costs, man. And I understand, and I pay it happily. I wish you would hold that last note longer. Darn, so I'm gonna have to artificially. That's a really cool one. I like number 3 the best. So let's kill these. I always have them on the hard drive. I need to go back and find them. I like how choppy this one is. Like, it's like extra spiccato. I'm gonna use my grid here. I'm gonna go 64th note to the right. Let's see if we can just get this one note to stretch. Let's go like there. Yeah. Even just making it staccato instead of staccatissimo helps. I love that function. That is probably my most used like new window specific function, or I guess Cubase, is that time stretch. that you can just do it live like that is just unbelievably helpful. It's good. This is just too loud now, surprisingly. Perfect. All right, moving on. Making great time here. Okay, next. What is all this? I have to find where the next section is. It's not till way down there, so let's move all the things this direction. Go to the next track. This is why I keep the original audio from the, it's so helpful using the MIDI, turning it into audio as my stems to send to the players. And then from there, I just, I can so easily get all this stuff in place without having to shuffle. I'm not having to guess, is what I'm saying. So I'm just going to use my grid and move it around until it's dead on. And this is where I start using, I have my hotkeys here on my Stream Deck, which is very handy. So let's see. Oh no, what happened? Did I kill? Oh, I see what happened. These go here. This goes here. Yeah. Let me move some things. Okay. Just kind of getting them more in alignment, so I don't get confused later. He just recorded a ton of music, like overnight. So I probably, I think I may have shuffled these, but whatever. Here we go. Aha. My bad. Sounds so good. Okay, I think I understand what's going on. So these two, I accidentally stole. So what happens when you put a million tracks, and this is like over 2 hours of music right here. Put it all in one session, but that's the only way I know how to do it to make any sense. Hey, what's up, Sarah? Now I understand. Undo times 1,000. There. I just grabbed the wrong stupid things. There. Wait, I've already done this. Here's another Cubase-ism, which is just spectacular. Look, you can make as many marker tracks as you want. So I have a track section, chords. So if I go to my tracks, look, I can just go to this track and then hit left or right on my keyboard, and it automatically goes to the next track. It's amazing. Or I can do by section of the piece, or by the chords of that piece. And those are just my personal markers. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. And then I have my hotkeys for certain places I want to go. Just amazing stuff. I love everything. It's my dream DAW. Every feature I've ever wanted is in this one DAW. Everything. I just wish more people would use it. And then I don't have to learn other things. Anyway, where was I? Somewhere around here. Okay, that one's done. Now I can move all these things. I just got a little excited, I guess. So let me take all of these again. Okay, now everything's correct again. Sorry about that. Now move it over here. Yeah, I have a lot of markers. It's a big soundtrack. Been working on it for a few years now. 3 years? 2 years? Something like that. It's been a lot of work. There's a lot of unused tracks too. You gotta keep that in mind. You don't keep everything you use. No way. Alright, let's move on. Let's go here. Yes it is, Marty. Oh, mistake. That's okay. Let's do number 2. It's a wicked hard passage. Oh man. Man, each time. Tripped over that one transition. Darn. Still excellent. I just want to see what I can do about that. Darn. Not a deal breaker, but... The real question is it the same thing? It's like right there. Let's see if we can comp. See what happens when I do that. Comping is taking one part from another track. It's already better. It's a little better. Again, it's also so fast and it's doubled that it's not that big of a deal. There it is. Let's hear them. Ooh. Interesting. I want to hear with that one. Let's jump ahead here. no idea. Doesn't fit. Do number 3. The Nyckelharpa cuts so much more than a violin, actually. It's like a razor. I love it. Not like a hurdy-gurdy. That's like a Majora's Mask. Ooh, I just got like goosebumps. A little trill. So I clean it up. Perdka 21. Thanks so much. How did you find your Nyckelharpa player? I've been looking for decent Nyckelharpa VST to no avail. Any okay ones? The one I've been using is from... Let me just pull it open. I'm happy with it, but it's from... what are they called? Era 2? Medieval Legends? Nyckelharpa? Hey, what's up, Daniel? Pretty good, right? I mean, as far as a free one versus, you know, having to spend top dollar for someone who can actually play, it's not a bad deal. But still, super limited as any VST is, right? I want to hear this guy down here. Nice. Ooh. Oh, so good. Jeez. Oh, he did it an octave lower. Sounds like a viola. Nice. Let's see if it can handle it. Like, let's see if the track can handle the lower octave. I love that lower octave. I just love that he thought to do that. And this is why we work with live musicians, because they know stuff about their instrument that we don't know. And they can do stuff we will never even think to ask them to do. And it just adds so much life and musicianship, you know? How do I use them both? Dang it. Oh, wait. It's here, right? like the flute solo. Fascinating. So anticlimactic being so low, but the high feels too high. What to do? Let's go back. I liked this one. Alright, interesting, huh? Alright, that part's done. Sweet. Now, let's get to the merchant. This is when you're buying stuff. Oh, that's going to be so good. I'm already very excited for this. It's exactly the sound in my head. Let's see if I can line it up. Wow. Let's mute those. I'm so excited. So perfect. So Baroque sounding. Let's do the other one. Oh, so for this one. I was wondering why it sounded so stale, because he didn't put any of the ornaments in that one. But this one, interesting. just got goosebumps. There it is. Dang. Gotta tame it down a little bit, but that is exactly what I want. And maybe I can comp these. It felt a little bit too ornamented, but then the first one was too naked, so that's actually a good problem. So let's see what we can do with this. Let's start with the straight one. Na 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 na. Like that. It's gonna have to be a blend of the two, which I won't be happy with it, so. So that's the Traveling Merchant, and I wrote that to be very old-timey sounding, like Baroque music, because he's this basically a Grim Reaper in a hood, with those those old alchemist, like I always think of Shovel Knight, like the duck bill face mask thing. So it has this like ancient feeling to it, and that's the whole point, with like the choir on top. I still want to keep this part. Don't like that entrance. So let's do like a little crossfade there, crossfade there. This is why I do multiple takes. There, that way when the ornament comes in, it feels more meaningful. It's just out of time. So the easiest way is just to do a fade out. And then let's try that again. Try to get right where the wave file starts. And I'm going to try to like divide it by the actual notes themselves. That usually helps. That way it's I'm not like interrupting the note. It's also a little early. A little early. Just gotta tweak it. I don't know why like I lean so heavy into Baroque music. Maybe that's why I like this soundtrack so much. It's what I grew up playing in all my piano days. I played so much Bach and Scarlatti and all the dudes from that time. Ugh. Are you yelling at me? Ah. Hold on. I did too many crossfades at once. No. Gotta be careful not to try to crossfade like in the middle of a note if you can help it. Just very fine tuning here, but it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, isn't that weird? So maybe I'm just gonna make it longer. Like there. Maybe I should do it in the middle of the note so that it's not as tricky. gosh, I'm still here. Where are my tracks? There it is. So here's what it sounds like. Next, let's go. We're almost done. Let's go to this area. I also love that I can nudge stuff while it's playing and like line it up in time. Last note should be longer. Let's make that there. It's a little quiet. I see what happened. You just played those short. So, so I'm gonna chop those in half right there, so I can make dun da dum bum. Just a little bit longer, nothing crazy. I want these two to be longer. And then I will just do little crossfades on all of them. Not crossfades, but little fade in, fade outs. Manual crossfades, I guess you could call it. And then I will keep this one. Here's what it sounds like. Yeah. Sweet. And then, for the secret track of the day, this is a brand new one that I literally played, did not write sheet music, and I said, "Hey Eric, can you just play it? Here's the melody. Just play the melody." That's it. And he gave me 3 different versions, and I want to actually write the rest of the track around it. I won't give you any spoilers for the game. I shan't dare do that. But instead, you can hear the music, and you can let your imagination wander. There's a character called the Lurker. And this is his new theme that is, due right now. So this is what I had him play. Cool. Gosh, the reverb on that thing is insane. You hear the different versions. Love it. Ooh. It's basically a bunch of 1 chord and 5 chords. Well, this whole thing is secret, Marty, but this is the actual secret track. Okay. I think number 2 is my favorite so far. It's like a perfect balance of ornaments and straight. What's number 3? Ooh. They're all good. Just such a pure sound. I love it. It's like all of my string instruments that I play combined into one. It's like a piano meets strings. So cool. So all I had to go with it was a harp part that I didn't even share with him. So he doesn't even know what chords these are. Literally sent him a melody. Did I even play it? Okay, here it is. This is it. Let me find the actual bar number. We're in the thousands, man. Track 35. I don't think that's the right number at all. I think I misnumbered this. Hold on. So many tracks. So this should be 34. Let's put my markers in. And the out should be, it's a 1-minute loop. Should be 21, 93. There we go. Ooh. Dang. That actually worked. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, but I'm gonna take this and make the velocity like 1000% less. I want it to be spooky. Well, like someone's lurking. A creature that shouldn't be there. But we'll turn the volume up. I like it now. It's diminished, right? Yeah. That's wrong. It's A flat, right? Let's keep it diminished. Oh, what do I want? E flat diminished? We're so close. I mean, this is literally, I threw this together in like 2 minutes and sent it to the guy. So the fact that this even works is a miracle. Diminished chords here. Make it sound very Baroque. So let's do that. Bum 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 B. You know what? Some of my favorite tracks I've ever written, I wrote in like 5 minutes because I wasn't thinking. I just played and then like made the chords around the melody or vice versa. Something's happening. I think 2 are playing at once. Really like, where is it? There's so many tracks. Ah, I see what's happening. Okay, let's just stick with number 3. That one has the most emotional pull for me right now. Yeah. Fix this. I need to do like a 5/7 chord is what I'm kind of going for. So it should be like a G with an A flat on top. No. See if that works. I don't like that note. No, it is a G. want to keep going with this. So I'm thinking to get the Celeste out, or a similar instrument. I just think that's lovely all by itself. So this is going to be the A section, which is Nyckelharpa. Then I'd like to have a B. It's probably like a let's see what we have to work with. No, I know what the notes are. I just need to find the right guy that I want to use. Let's try to keep everything light and like small. Let's do it's like a music box. It's just cute. But there's something haunting about it, right? I really like that instrument. All right, that was a little convoluted, but I'm planning ahead. I like this a lot, actually, because it gives a freaky pulse that's like so unexpected. It's like you're being stalked. But I think I just need to do it less, like. I want to go to F minor. Alright, so here, I'll put in my chords section here that I'd like to do in F minor to kind of walk it up to get ready for the loop. F minor, G, A flat, and then a G for the loop. And then over here, this B section is actually A flat. It's not really a B section. It's too short to be a B section, but B flat. I mean A flat to the G, G, A flat to the G, G, F, G, A flat, G, back to the boom, 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 boom. So this thing is all. I think the whole thing is. No, it's a G minor over B flat. It's also way too loud, but let's get some of the gongs. These synth bells that I've been using since the dawn of this soundtrack. This is actually the very first sound I ever found. I use this in all the tracks. It's so nice. It's like a gong, but it's a pitched synth bell. Thanks, Marty. All right, that was close. Let me do one more pass of that. Just laying that foundation. What's up, Pavel? Glad you're here. All right, let's tame that down slightly. It's a bit much. Need. Now let's take that harp and redo some of the items there. I think we're done with all the secondary. Yeah. There we go. It's a lot of tracks, huh? Simple. Then from here, let's go ahead and bounce this and turn it way the heck down. I want this to still be kind of spooky and not so intense. Like a thump. Cool. There it is. Just background. Provides that atmosphere. It'd also be good to have the voices pad I've used in some of these tracks. It's like this haunting... like the choir there. I don't know if I wanted to go all that big, but it's interesting. Something a little different. It's like a traveling medieval band. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I think it's fun and totally unexpected. Let's keep it going. Moving. There it is. There, not that. 8 minutes. Medieval groove, right? I feel like that just needs to be the background. Leave the space though. So, excellent. Now, I was trying to avoid putting the flute in there, but we gotta have it. repeat back. Right there. I'm thinking maybe a clarinet right here. Give it a sec. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me, but we'll see. Anything's possible. Yeah, you probably shouldn't enable a heavy track in the middle of playing. There we go. Alright friends, I'm going to end it there so that I can start exporting these tracks and actually getting them into the game. Bar this one. I have to get it approved by the team. But still, pretty cool stuff. I was not expecting to go that direction at all. So, super fun. Nyckelharpa. What do we decide on? 80 BPM? Yeah. Sweet. Alright guys, I'm going to end it there because I still got lots of work to do. Appreciate you guys, and see you next time. Thanks for coming to my secret live stream. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Yeah, thanks for being